Hello, welcome back, guys. New episode of Vibecast, and as promised, we are building gay shit in Minecraft. That's right. Um, now, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know now that right now at the moment, I have a very close friend who is actively dealing with an extremely rough, chaotic situation. So tonight's episode could potentially be really short. Um, I don't really have any power over this situation other than to just kind of be there if she needs me, right? Um, but until then, the show will go on. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. There it is. Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is gonna be like Stardew Valley was. Let's try this. It's not even registering it as an open window. Jesus. Well, it looks like we might be playing Power Wash Simulator because that's the only video game that wants to work with OBS. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, display capture, open that. Yep, looks like I had a single frame of the game up. That. No, that's the wrong monitor. This is the monitor. Let me just restart it here. See if that does anything for us. Technical difficulties right off the bat. Alright, we have the launcher up. We have this cute little fella right here. And we're gonna press play. Alright, come on, don't be a black screen. Up, up. Well, we have the audio from it. That doesn't really help us. Alright, so no Minecraft this evening. Looks like we are back to the only game that I can really count on here, which is the good old faithful Power Wash Simulator. Now, please tell me that much is going to work. Seems to be. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Alright, well, we tried, guys. Here I was thinking that was like an isolated incident with Stardew Valley. Nope, turns out that, I don't know whether to blame this on the games, on OBS, my own display, maybe it's my fault, maybe I'm the failure. But, yeah. Well, let me put some music up for you guys. What's up, codename TABC? I'm not sure I've seen your name in chat before, but welcome, welcome. Assuming you're still here. Let's see. Promise you guys Minecraft will at least give you C418. That's the guy who produces all the music for Minecraft. Here you go. Alright. I think the only thing going on in career is just like washing vehicles, which we'll go ahead and do that to start us off. But, We'll go into like maybe some of like the extra content outside of career mode. Do like a building or a skate park or something again. Oh boy. All right. This is clearly a high-budget fire department. You would think they could have afforded to get their shit cleaned off before I got to it. Alright, well, let's get started. I mean, it's a big-ass helicopter. It's like a flying building. So how are you guys doing this evening? Assuming that there is even anybody left in here. What's up, what's up, what's up? I know that it's not the usual time. Tried to remember to keep you guys notified about the schedule change ahead of time. But, you know, not everyone's gonna be available just kinda whenever. What's missing on this wheel? Am I not good enough for you? Maybe I gotta clean the whole landing gear before it counts as anything. I mean, maybe they could just fly this thing through a cloud and get like the surface layer. Who knows? I'm just spitballing here. Oh yeah, I gotta get underside too. There's the money. Beautiful. What's up, Zach? How are you doing? How's your underside doing? Well, I hope. No, this tire is definitely its own thing. Like, I don't even see anything being highlighted here. Just that little bit. That's not part of the tire, though. Maybe inside this little well here? I guess. It's the only part that wasn't, like, kind of... Hey, what the fuck? Xbox pop-up scared the shit out of me. It's so close, yet so far away. Oh. That little bit right there, I guess. There we go. Pulling teeth a little bit. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing about this chopper is there are zero shortages of nooks or crannies. Good enough, slept wrong on my back last night, so your boy's been grumpy all day. I feel it, man. I don't imagine that there are a lot of right ways for you to sleep. And I imagine, like, tossing and turning and readjusting yourself might be a little bit more difficult for you than for most. I get up here without... Yes, 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 queen. No! Fuck. Here we go. Am I even using, like... Okay, yeah, no, I am using the new one. Yeah, the thing about this particular power washer is it looks like exactly the same as the base, like, starter power washer. So sometimes I'm scared I'm using the wrong one. There we go. Alright, all that's clean. Yeah, I told you guys before that we were going to be playing Minecraft today, but I tried that, and it was giving me the same issue that Stardew Valley did. I'm going to have to do some research on why that's happening and see if there's anything that I can do to fix it. Who knows? It's the wide angle. Get the surface off, and hell, let's throw the stendo on this bitch. There. But, yeah, tonight's topic is, emptiness. You guys ever feel like you just wake up in the morning and you just got fucking nothing? Like, nothing really to be... I forgot that was on the song. On this album. Little Minecraft sound effects. Like, you got really nothing to be thrilled about, nothing really to be mad or sad about. Certainly nothing to be happy for. You just kind of wake up and it's empty. Nothing. Just plain old going through the motions. What do you even do when you feel like that? I'm curious, how do you guys handle that situation? So I'm definitely feeling that today. I mean, it's not like I had nothing to do. I have this, and I had school, and so that's a fun new experience. First day was back on Monday, which, by the way, I am so sorry because I had been promising you guys for a while now, for like the past month or so, that we were going to have a brand new show, the Monday thing. It was going to be fun, exciting, high energy. But I got done with classes on Monday, and I was just absolutely fucking defeated. I needed a nap so bad. I'd never been so tired. Because classes start at 8 a.m., which means I gotta be up and getting ready for classes by 6:30 a.m. And I have no ability to go to sleep before midnight. Which, under normal circumstances, midnight is a very reasonable bedtime for me. And I just kind of got used to that, you know? Anyway, the long and short of it is, there was no Monday thing, and there's a real possibility that there just won't be a Monday thing. Because it's gonna be that, like, every Monday. At least as long as classes are going, but, you know, when the semester's over, the streaming schedule might change again to, you know, accommodate school and classes. Right? So, who knows? We'll figure it all out, guys. Oh, I'm here again. Yeah. Yeah. That's been me pretty much all day. But, I don't know. Like, literally, as I was about to hit the go live button, you might have missed this, but I got a call from a very close friend, and she's in a lot of really deep shit right now, which there's nothing that I personally can do about that apart from just kind of be there for her, you know, for emotional support. Possibly a place to stay if things go really bad. But, I don't know, y'all. This could potentially be a very short episode, in case she calls me like, hey, things are going really not good, and I need a spot, I need a place to stay. So try to do what you can for the people that you care about, you know? And I hate to cut y'all short, but hey, if she needs me, I'm gonna be there for her, you know what I mean? Hopefully, this is a situation that will be resolved with the swiftness. You never know. To answer your question, though, what I like to do is try to just ignore the day, remember that I've had good days in the past, and this has come and gone before, and it will be different tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. And I know things are going to be different tomorrow. I would like to think that it won't be different as in way worse, which it absolutely has the potential to be that. But it could also be way better. Like this thing that I've been talking about vaguely, it might totally blow over, be a bad scare, but ultimately nothing happens. I really, really hope that's the case. It doesn't, like, directly involve me at all, but like I said, I'm very close with her, and, you know, she's my people. If something bad is happening to her, something bad is happening to me. You know what I mean? And, I hope the rest of you guys are doing better. Misfortune is striking a lot of people lately. Like, there's this one dude, I'm not gonna pretend like he's super close with me or anything. He's not. But in fact, he causes me a lot of problems at work sometimes. But I still like the guy. And he unfortunately had, I'm not gonna put his business out there, but a serious medical complication the other day. That could, I don't know the details, but it could and unfortunately likely will be pretty life-changing for him. And I really hope that he gets through it alright. Sometimes he can be a pain in the ass, but, you know, that's just work shit. Like, we're all different. Who we are at work is not reflective necessarily of who we are as people. Like, I've worked with a lot of just really shitty coworker, which he's not a really shitty coworker. He just has problems with listening sometimes. But he never, ever, ever has ever done anything to deserve what he's currently going through. And I wish him the quickest of recoveries. And as bad as it is, God, I just hope he recovers at all. It's rough out there, guys. But in happier news, school is going interestingly. I got 3 classes, 2 of which have the same professor. It's like a math class and then a supporting math class, I guess. Basically, the second class is I sit in the library and get all the work done from the first class. I don't know why it has to be 2 classes instead of one just long one, but hey, I'm glad I get double the credit hours for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, this dude, it's like, he's like Andy Griffith. He's just this older, good-natured fella, you know what I mean? He, you know, like a lot of people who are getting up there in years, he's got some trouble seeing, he's not wonderful with computers. Like for the first class today, the class where we get taught things, um, I feel like he could have done twice the lesson if he had nailed down the difference between left clicking the mouse and clicking in like the mouse wheel. And he kept on clicking off the page, and me and the entire class were cheering him on trying to find, like, you know, the maximize window button up in the top right corner. It was, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. It was funny as fuck, but like I hate to see a guy struggle, you know what I mean? I need to stop being fancy and just move the scaffolding. There. My second class, it's a communications class. It was supposed to be a public speaking class, which would have been fucking sick. Um, as you know, I do actually enjoy public speaking. It's part of why I like stand-up and writing and all that. But I got moved out of it to this communications class, which is still fine because like it's still half of it is like, you know, public speaking anyway. They go over other different types of communication too, which is boring. But you know, it's whatever. And the professor from that, she's like kind of older, not as old as the first guy, not by a long shot. But I swear this lady looks exactly like Tim Dillon. She is like the female version of Tim Dillon. Only in looks, not in personality. Probably the complete total polar opposite in personality. She's got, you know, this very kind of a hippie-ish sort of a vibe to her. A little bit on the PC side, although she never explicitly stated that she is, but I feel like I'm correct in guessing that. She uses a lot of, like, you know, hip Zoomer lingo sometimes, dead ass. But overall, I like her. She's fun. The class is going to be great. Classmates are cool. And of course, it's, you know, it's not a regular college, it's community college, so most of my classmates, like, they're also a bit on the older side, like, mostly like 30s and 40s, people who fucked their lives up and they're trying to get it back together just like I am. So, it's fun. I'm making connections. No comedy fans, though. Like, I wore my Dr. Phil shirt today. Oh shit, which I meant to put that back on. And no one got the reference, no one even asked me about it. Zero comedy fans in any of the classes. Quite sad. In fact, real quick, I am going to buy my Dr. Phil shirt because I really want to wear it for this podcast. And you know what, I might crack open a sauce. What do you guys think about some sauce? I think I'm gonna have a little bit of sauce tonight. I will, or rather, we'll be right back. Alright, folks, we're gonna keep it right here. Alright, put me back on camera. Here we go. Alright, sauce. You're actually behind on the sauce you're in? Well, hey, if you think you can, go ahead and catch up. And, here in a little bit, I'm gonna have to take another break to, call up my homegirl, make sure she's still doing okay. Because, last she talked to me, like I said right before the stream, she certainly the fuck was not. So, this is one of the few situations where, I would allow the stream to be interrupted like that. It's hard for me to conceive of people who are not into comedy. Me too. Well, actually not really. I've met a lot of humorless fucks in my day. But, some people are not into comedy, not because they're humorless, but just because they're really hard to impress. And then they say something like, I don't really care for stand-up comedy, but, and then they list off, like, a great comedian, but, like David Tell or George Carlin, Bill Burr. Those guys are good, but no one else, really does it for me. I'm not that into it. Those people, I get it. I totally get it. Just have really high standards. Which is fine. But you're really missing out by not, checking out some of the smaller guys, too. Like, I think Kill Tony is a great resource for bringing lesser known comics up to the forefront. Because, like, who even heard of, like, Adam Ray, for example, before, Kill Tony? And I was already a big fan of Harlan Williams before Kill Tony, but he really wasn't on anyone's radar before that. I mean, he used to be back in the 2000s, like, back 20 or so years ago. But now Harlan is, really doing well. Hey, Talmadge, what's good, man? I'll, sauce a little sauce in your honor there, bud. Yeah, I do care about my friend. Oh, well, thank you, Zach. Harmon, what's good, homie? Yeah, so I promised you guys last week that we would be building gay shit in Minecraft today. And I really wanted Harmon to inspect the buildings. But for some reason, OBS refuses to pick up Minecraft or Stardew Valley. It just shows a black screen. And that doesn't make for a super impressive podcast, so we're back to old reliable here. Yeah, fucking Power Wash would never let us down, guys. Never in my days have I been let down by power washing. Cures what ails ya. Did that just go through the ground? Nice. There we go. So satisfying. One? Oh. Yeah. It's good, man. I mean, who doesn't like to watch shit get power washed, whether it's this or in real life? It's just a super impressive feat of engineering. One day, like, I want to do a Vibecast and it's just someone following me around with a camera while I power wash some shit for real. That's my dream Vibecast. Perhaps it would be a sauce edition too. Damn it, Harmon. You would be out here engineering some feet. It was a great hand of engineering. Great titty of engineering. A wet-ass pussy of engineering. Alright, who wants to watch my engineering pussy squirt? What am I doing? Why would anybody watch this? This is so stupid. Alright. But yeah, for those of you who just tuned in, be forewarned, I might have to go at any minute. There's a person who might require me because shit is really, really bad right now. But, as I was saying before, there's really nothing I can directly do to make a difference in that situation, so I have elected to keep the stream going. Because I'm here for you guys too. And I'm also here for me. So, we shall see the way things go. But, if y'all the praying type, pray for my homegirl. Pray for her, like, family, actually. It's, from what I understand, really bad. And here in a little bit, I'm gonna take a little break to give her a call and make sure that, things haven't gotten any worse. Do I still have a little bit of metal washer? I do. This shitty little in-between space here. Oh hell, and I got like 2.5 bottles of it too. Hey, there we go. I fucks with the bubbles. I fucks heavy with the bubbles. Yeah, I hope she's alright too. Now that I have the GPU and 2 more HDMI ports, I'm thinking of playing Xbox on stream. Ooh, do it. That would be perfect for the Monday thing, if I don't decide to cancel the Monday thing entirely. Mondays start very early, and they require that I take at least a bit of a nap. I'm doing it at 6 o'clock so I can, you know, have a couple hours to do it before the KT watch party. It's a teensy bit of a tall order. But I really want to do it, I just don't know that I'm going to be able to, at least during this semester, when I have to be at a class by 8. Let's get rid of the stendo a second. But it's something I really want to do. As much as I love doing the Vibecast, like, truly I love doing the Vibecast, but I want to do something a little bit more high energy where I can focus on what I'm doing versus being mostly fixated on the chat. Alright, let's get all of that shit from the scaffolding. Can't really get under there very fucking good. Alright, yeah, we're hitting it with the scaffolding. I want to go down. What's wrong? Come on, you motherfucker. Just... there. Oh, I was gonna say earlier, everyone likes power washing. Not the dude I waterboarded. You know, in his heart of hearts, that guy knew that there were worse ways to be tortured. In fact, it might be the best possible way to be tortured. Alright. I'm sure there's an aircraft mechanic out there who would tell me that this is very ill-advised. Helicopter blades are not super rigid. They're not meant for people to be standing on them. Like, if you've ever seen a helicopter up close in person, the blades kind of just flop over like rabbit ears. Yeet. Reapply the stendo. Reapply some sauce. I'm gonna one day have to see what Brenda Brown thinks about Sauce Edition. Hopefully she won't get any patent lawyers involved. I've already made that joke, but fuck it, I'll make it again. But yeah, I originally titled the show Emptiness just because I had some boring personal shit that I wanted to whine about, but literally, like, 1 or 2 minutes before I hit the go live button, I got that call from my friend, and it really put shit in perspective. Just, my least favorite kind of life lessons are the ones where, you think you have it bad, and then you or someone close to you gets it so much worse. Like, literally so fucking much worse. Excuse me. Going hard in the sauce, you weren't kidding when you said good luck. Nah, I'm finna go that hard tonight. I might have like one more. I need to be able to drive if I need to. Which, like I said, I have no real power over the situation, but she might need a place to crash for the night. I'm so mad that Minecraft wouldn't load. I really need to do some more looking into why that isn't happening. Like, I can't imagine that this is a problem for everyone with OBS, because it's like the #1 streaming / recording software. And Minecraft and Stardew Valley are seriously popular games to do that for. So, I have to imagine there's got to be a fix for it. There's just some dumb shit that I'm doing on my end. But hey, at least I can still play Minecraft music from Spotify. Getting concerned. Yeah, sorry, this isn't, this is far from being my most talkative episode ever. I got a lot on my mind right now. But, you know, like I said, there's a very high likelihood that everything will just kind of blow over. Including the original thing that had me, okay, so you old school gaming systems would use cartridge memory cards or CDs. Would that be considered mediumware? I think it's still, technically software downloaded onto hardware. I'm sure that there was a funnier joke than that for what you just said, but I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of funny in me tonight. It's shit's weird. And also, I'm not sure that I'm ever gonna be able to forgive Spencer for putting me onto space weather news. Because now I'm following space weather news like edge of my seat every day. It's the first thing that I watch. See what the sun's been doing. And the sun, it's pointing the gun at her head. It's covered in coronal holes, covered in sunspots. We caught, thankfully it was only an M-class solar flare the other day. Put us through a bad geomagnetic storm. Y'all probably seen in the news, like, the auroras that came way too far down south, which, you know, it's very cool, it's very pretty, but it's not a good sign. All we gotta do is get hit with a big enough X-class solar flare, which the sun has been throwing off big-ass X-class solar flares left and right. Thankfully, none of them have been aimed at us. But if it was, I mean, Vibecast, CWG, Kill Tony even, all your favorite podcasts, all your favorite anything having to do with the internet and or just electronics in general, it's done. It's over. It's catching on fire. There's going to be a pretty light show in the sky, but and not pretty lights as in the DJ, but just lights that are pretty and frying all of your electronics. Like, people are so worried about AI taking over. I'm not. Statistically, within the next 10-20 years, it's none of that's gonna matter anymore, because we're overdue for another. So back in the 1850s, no, excuse me, there was something that happened that was called the Carrington event, and what that was, pretty much exactly what I was just talking about. Big X-class solar flare followed up by a big-ass coronal mass ejection, lit up the entire sky. Everyone all around the world was seeing, you know, just a bright red, undulating, big-ass aurora borealis from all of the radiation and plasma we were getting hit with. And all of the telegraph lines caught on fire. Thankfully, that was just the 1850s. If it happens in the 2050s, and our entire society is completely dependent on electronics, we're fucked. We're going back to the 1850s. Hope y'all motherfuckers know how to grow corn and churn butter and shit, because that's gonna be your life. There are some people saying that it's going to be worse than that, like the poles are shifting and then the whole crust of the earth is going to turn over on itself. I don't really believe none of that shit, but I mean, hey, I'm not a climate scientist. I don't know really shit about anything. So, who knows? Maybe you should move 500 miles from the ocean so you don't get swallowed up by a mega tsunami. I don't know. I ain't done the damn research. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it could happen. I have crazy pics from today of Le Sun. Ooh, do tell. Zach, are your lasers agitating the sun again? Zach, god damn it, you're gonna start a solar apocalypse. Nobody wants that. Stick to the cool lights. It'd be a mini Armageddon. An absurd enough flare could knock out all the orbiting satellites so they'd fall. Yeah, that's just the beginning. Pretty much all of the electronics, anything with wires in it, is gonna just fry up like a piece of chicken. It ain't gonna be fun. Let's see. I just wanted to help Kyle fight the sun. Well, I like where your heart's at, dude. Fun facts about me: I lived off the grid for a decade, way off the grid. That's cool. Do tell. How did that go? Where were you at? What were you doing? The Carrington event, if I remember correctly, was an asteroid that airbursted. No, that was the Tunguska event. Which, you know, that's a problem too, but that's very localized. Basically, the Tunguska event, there was like a comet or asteroid that came into our atmosphere, and it didn't like make impact with Earth, but it was big and scary enough that what it did do was like explode in the atmosphere above like part of Siberia, and it exploded with all of the force of a nuclear bomb. So that wasn't fun for the local wildlife. Thankfully, I don't think anyone got hurt. But you know, we don't love that either. You would hate to see it over a large populated area. And every time it happens, actually I think it's happening right now. Like June and October question mark? Or maybe like May and October, April, something like that. Sometime in the fall and sometime in the spring. We fly through the Taurid meteor stream, which is just like a string of you know, comets and space debris, and it's like flying through a shooting gallery. That's why you get like a bunch of shooting stars during those times of year. I think it is happening right now. I think that we are currently in the meteor stream. So yeah, hopefully we don't hit anything. That would be ideal. It would be quite very, very unpleasant for all involved. But I also have been looking into more disaster scenarios just because, you know, researching ways that the world could end horrifically, it's just something that I enjoy doing in my downtime at work. And one that isn't going to happen is, I'm sure y'all have heard of like the Yellowstone volcano. It's a big super volcano. It's going to explode and, you know, kill us all basically. Turns out, not so. It's too vented. It lets off too much steam. That's why there's all those geysers and vents and water bubbling up all the time. It'll never explode like that, at least no time in the predictable future, just because it's all the time venting itself off. You really have nothing to worry about from Yellowstone. theoretically. Again, I don't know. I just listen to people who sound smart enough and take their word for it, pretty much. Is this too high up for me? Yeah, kind of. But it's not too high up for this. Come on, whirly bird attachment. Do it to it. Oh, let me put on the stendo again. Yeah, now we got it. Let's see. I feel like that's what we based Moab off of. Maybe. Long story, but I ended up there due to my spine injury. Started with a candle and a 12-volt light I wired off my truck battery to propane, solar battery and bangs, garden, hunting, fishing, etc. Changed my life. That sounds really interesting. Like, change your life how? For the better, for the worse? Because, I don't know, I sometimes fantasize about doing that. In practice, I imagined that I would be getting a lot more than I had bargained for. I'm not... Like, I don't know, I have really light skin, I burn in the sun easily, I enjoy... Like, I enjoy the simple pleasures of, you know, being outdoors, fishing, sitting by the fire, but... There's also a lot of, like, real work and struggle involved with that too, which, I don't know. I don't like real work and struggle very much. That's why I'm getting into IT. So I can basically just, sit at a desk, do blah 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 whatever, and absorb 6 figures off of it. I mean, it's kind of real work, but I don't know. To me, it's not real work if you're sitting at a desk the whole time. Doesn't mean it isn't stressful or take a toll on your mental health. Sometimes it can be an even bigger toll on your mental health. That's why, despite knowing how to video edit, I really don't want to, and I am really happy that you're willing to. It's just not my cup of tea. It might be just because, you know, it's one of those things that I've been doing since I was very, very young. Like, I've been editing video. I edited video on Windows 98. And, whatever the Mac equivalent was at that time. I enjoy the making of videos very much. But the editing is, I don't know, it's just tedium to me. Again, thank you, and Kyle, so much for being willing to do that, because I so am not. Let's get the ladder, let's go back up here. Take the stender back off here. Yeah, we're at 97% now, and as you guys have realized by now, the last 10% is the biggest 10%. Alright, let's move it beside there. Yeah. Alright, stendo off. But yeah, do tell more, Talmadge. Like, where were you at? What were you doing? That was it like up in the Pacific Northwest? I imagine that if you're gonna go off the grid anywhere in the US, the Pacific Northwest would probably be the place to do it, You get lots of rainwater to live off of. The climate's more stable. It's not like Appalachia where you get like brutally hot 100-degree summers and then brutally cold 20-degree winters. And I can't imagine it was anywhere in the desert, although people can and have. But the desert seems very, very far from ideal. I don't ever want to have to wake up one day and then start worrying about where my source of water is coming from. I prefer to already have some, preferably in a refrigerator. Refrigerated. Yes, it was a rainforest. Winters were rough. Flooding was also a factor. Yeah, wind too. Mountains have a mind of their own. Yeah, I can attest. Wasn't the, what are your mountains called? The Cascades? Cascadia? It's Appalachia, but I do have a very good idea of what you mean when you say the mountains have a mind of their own. And the Appalachians being the oldest mountains of the world, they've had a lot of time to think about their bullshit. Alright, we're really getting there. It's not even super obvious where the rest of the dirt and grime is. I might have gotten everything topside here. Oh. We didn't get none of the interior, hardly. Let's see, this is a good perch to get it. Maybe some of this here. Yeah. I don't want to waste too much. Oh, you just throw a ladder up and go right in. There. Nice, nice, nice. I don't even see. Oh. The bottom part of the fuselage too. Huh. I don't see anything else in here. What is this even a part of? It's the water tank? Let me hit it from the other side. Hit it from the other side. Oh, this is all part of the same thing. I see. I showered outside for 10 years. Now that's just sexy. That's a sexy thing to say, Talmadge. You're kind of painting a pretty picture for us. Supposed to make it sound rough. Yeah, Zach agrees. Zach knows. Yeah, no, that's fully cleared out. What is... Oh, okay, here we go. Well, that's just a door, not a part of the water tank. Still got it cleaned, though. Alright, but the water tank itself, just little bits and spots here and there. I feel like there's got to be a big patch that I'm missing somewhere. Around the back, yeah. I'm not seeing it. Oh, what's that? this random weird little line of whatever there. Go inside here. I wonder, like, do any of you guys know about helicopters? What is this little space even for? It's weird and cool. Is that the helicussy? Am I looking at a helicussy right there, or is this the helicussy? I wish to know. Things got interesting when I moved back into old civilization. Old habits die hard. Randomly just strip down and start scrub-a-dub-dubbing right in front of the neighbors. It would generally be frowned upon, but hell, I wouldn't snitch on you, man. Alright, I'm having a really rough time figuring out what to left. And then a bit here and a piece there, but that shouldn't be the deciding factor here. Excuse me. Okay, well, whatever. That did it. Let's take a look. We still have landing gears, tail fin, tail rotor drive shaft, and tires. Alright, well, let's figure out the landing gear. Alright, this has got to be one of them. Again, bit here, piece there. Okay, I see, like, kind of up there in the wheel wells. Alright, that's the gear. I do it? Am I making you guys sick? Were you just pissing anywhere, eating rabbits raw on the streets? I mean... Again, that just sounds based. Alright, what part of the... Okay, there we go. Underside of the tire. Yeah. So particular. But I don't mind that. This game teaches you to be detail-oriented, and I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Everything else is on the tail. Let's throw the stendo back on the son of a bitch. Now, I'm not seeing... I guess it tells me which one is still missing. And it's the top one. And there we go. There's still one more. This right here, I assume. Maybe I gotta hit it from the top. For the side question mark? Yeah, let me just get up there. Alright, it was this one, right? Yeah. Ooh, shit, I almost fell down. I bet you it's this little edge right here. No? That appears to be fine. Oh, it's the top. Alright, stendo deactivate. There. Alright, now the tail fin. Which, if it's not that, then it must be... What are we considering to be the tail fin? Tail rotor drive shaft. That's gotta be this. Damn, it doesn't even look like there's nothing on its little health bar there. Whatever it is, it's probably on the underside here. You'd have thought that they had the drive shaft all exposed like that. It's a sensitive part of the equipment. Okay, yeah, but what are we calling the tail fin? Like, which part of this is the fin? I'd have thought it's that, but no, that's the rear stabilizer. Let's see. I was marking my territory without discretion. Never cared much for rabbit. I'm partial to squirrels and taco seasoning. It ain't bad. I don't think I would ever choose any of that shit versus, like, a burger. But, as Zach said, ole. The tail fin? Oh, okay. This is the tail fin. Oh, and I see the big fucking black mark there, too. Okay. Oh, this is the tail rotor drive shaft. Okay, I guess there is two. Stendo activate. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. This is the last thing. Let's get the ladder. Oh, okay, I see what's missing now. And job complete. Okay, so normally I would say, hey, we're halfway through. But like I said, I got a lot going on tonight. And more importantly, my people have a lot going on tonight. So we're gonna have to call it an early night. Even though Kyle just got here. Sorry about that, Kyle. I can explain later if you'd like. But yeah, I gotta go be a friend to someone right now. I hate to call it here. I feel like we're just getting started, but unfortunately, we are calling it here. So for those of you who came out, thank you so much. I know it sucks to have to like change up the schedule on you guys, but unfortunately, until I graduate college, there will be no set schedules. No, shit, everyone's here now. Kyle, aka, you are not late, but my people are going through some shit right now, and I just gotta go be there for them. But once again, thank y'all for coming out, and I hate to say, but I gotta go. And I'll catch you guys next week, same time, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And I hope to see y'all soon. Good night.